Welcome back to The Informed Entrepreneur. I'm Heike Hemon with Idea Business Coaching, and today we're talking with Sandy Barone of Mixed Elements Salon. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Thank you for having us here to talk a little bit about your business and how you got here. You had mentioned that you actually had different career aspirations from going into hair. So what made you switch from your original career plans to going into the salon business?
Well, when I was younger, I wanted to be a fashion designer. I sewed a lot, made my clothes, but I couldn't draw.
Okay.
And you had to draw to be
Right.
able to do that. And I had a family friend that used to cut our hair, and I just thought she was beautiful, she was the greatest thing. And so I thought that's perfect, because I could still be creative.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, that's what I want to do. So I started when I was in high school, when I went
Okay.
to beauty school.
And then you mentioned earlier that you have been in this field for a long time, but you got to a point where business ownership was something you were looking at. Can you tell us a bit about that transition?
Yeah, it was really funny because my whole life I never really thought I wanted to be a business owner. And maybe 10 years ago, the industry was getting so big and it was going corporate. Mm-hmm. And I've worked in this area for such a long time, and I like being in the neighborhood salon, mm-hmm. small. So that's what I wanted to go back to. So I said, if I want to go back to that and I want to do it my way, there's only one way to do it.
And that's opening a salon.
Opening.
Right. And that was in
2009.
Okay. And you have been at the same location since then?
Yes.
And you have grown to have a staff of 20, you said, and you do more than just hair. You want to share a little bit about what else you offer here?
Yes, we offer a lot, just about everything, to tell you the truth. We do spray tanning, we do teeth whitening, we do facials and body treatments, eyelashes, everything with hair, everything with mani and pedi, and gels, and we do just about everything you can think of. So okay. You can get that feel. You could come in and spend the day in here mm-hmm. And still have that hometown feel.
Yes, because you mentioned having employees, not just people that rent a space or a chair, if you will, helps with the atmosphere and the longevity of how long people stay. Right?
Yes. The majority of them, we have just a very few that do rent mm-hmm. from, but most of them are employees.
Yes.
And it does. It's a nice family feeling. Mm-hmm. You know, we do a lot of stuff outside the salon together too, as a family. We actually really like each other.
That's very important at work. One of the other things you had mentioned as well was that having employees in this industry sets you apart and allows for more flexibility in terms of the conversations that happen while everybody is working. Because you've experienced elsewhere that that's not
the case. Yes, and a lot of times when you're in booth rental, you're in your own little, and our clients love to come in, especially our weekly clients, and converse with other weekly clients that are here, and they like to get to know the other stylists and stuff. So we do really consider ourselves a family here.
That's fantastic.
We call it the ME family.
Yes, ME for Mixed Elements.
Mixed Elements.
And for the person being taken care of.
Right.
It's about me.
It's all about me. Yes, that's exactly right. We do have a little sign at the front saying it's all about me. So we like people to read that, so it's all about you.
Right. That's fantastic. So you have your own tagline. What have you found to be challenges when you first started going from working at a salon to owning one? And how did you get through that?
I think the hardest challenges for me, being a stylist, was the business aspect of it. Mm-hmm. It was a lot more involved with all the insurances and all the... I did have family members help me at first, and then my daughter helps me now. She's the business side, I'm the hair side.
Right.
You know, so, but I think that was the biggest.
So it was all about getting advice from other people, either in the industry or in their specialties, like you mentioned, insurance.
Right. To make sure that, you have, or someone knows everything that needs to be done.
Right. Something else you mentioned earlier was the importance of continuing to learn and being open to new things. How is that?
We've always believed in education here. So Always, we do a lot of fun stuff also. Three of us stylists here had the privilege of going to New York Fashion Week and actually doing hair at New York Fashion Week in New York this year, which was a great experience. And we do our own photo shoots. Like if you'll see on the walls, and all the pictures on all the walls in the salon are photos that were done by us.
That's
So
great.
this way, when you look, it's if someone wants something that they see on the wall, it's actually done by us, and we can do it.
That's fantastic.
And it gives the hairdressers really their creativity, because sometimes we do really off the wall stuff, or
Right.
it's fun. So we do that. We do fashion shows. We try and have as much in-house education as we can, because the business is constantly changing.
Yes.
That's one of the things. I guess, a challenge that you would say is because it is always changing, and you have to. Every season it changes. The colors, the this, and you really have to keep up on it.
Right. So this is not a business for the faint of heart that want to do it their way and stick with it, because you have to adapt
Yes,
all the time.
change is good.
Change
Yes,
is good.
change
Yeah,
is
that's
good.
something to keep in mind besides the learning. So when it comes to your clients, how do they find you? How do you find them?
Oh, that's a good question, because we've tried a lot of different ways. I think the best way is word of mouth. Once you we do a referral program, and they can tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. I think that's probably the best, that's worked best with us so far.
Okay, so not the newspaper advertising anymore.
And we've done
their
that, and you might
websites
get
and
a
websites.
few, but it's really costly.
Right, right. So
You know.
it's word of mouth.
Yeah, we think that's probably the best.
Yeah, and that's certainly a great testimonial to a business when word of mouth is the primary way to get the business. So that also obviously keeps people on their toes to provide quality hair.
Right, well, because even though they're employees and work for me, they're still their own business person.
Yes.
And we try and bring in a business class for them also,
Oh.
because they're commission workers. They have to work hard. They have to keep up on it. So
Yes.
it's a business inside of a business. So,
Tell me a little bit about these business classes.
well, it's just to make them aware that they are their own business, how to talk to the clients, how to do consultations, how to sell them products, what you believe in.
Right,
And it's not just cutting hair and sending them out the door.
Yes, yes. And that's actually something that also all other business owners can implement, is to teach their employees that ultimately it's the business of themselves. So that's really interesting that you
Any
do that.
customer service related
Yes.
thing you have to.
That's fantastic. So we talked a little bit about some of the early challenges of getting into running your own business. What are the great personal benefits to you? What makes you come back and keep doing this?
Well, when you walk in first, when I walk in and I look around and see what I've built, and it is a great accomplishment. My wonderful employees, I couldn't do it without them. The staff is wonderful here, and just the pride when you see, we all compliment each other, the pride to see some fantastic work walking out the door,
Right.
the loyalty of the staff and stuff. It's all it's very nice.
Yes. So definitely personal benefit, other than on the income side, which I'm sure is there as well. Do you get involved in the community as a business?
Yeah, we're a member of the Chamber of Commerce, the local chamber, and I myself am a member of the local Elks, which helps the community. We try and do what we can. We've done stuff with the SPCA
Okay.
and stuff, so we definitely try and get back.
Wonderful. That's great. Well, thank you so much for speaking with us and sharing your insights about the business world in beauty and fashion.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you very much.